Inter fans from all over the world, welcome to the Inter Club. But most of all, welcome to a new episode of my Inter Nicknames. So good to be with you, so good to do these videos during the World Cup. It's a way to really bring some fun to weeks that are not so fun, especially for Italians, seeing this World Cup without Italy and also seeing this World Cup played in this disgraceful country. But with these nicknames, we're gonna keep going and keep our morale up. And today, we're gonna talk about André Onana. I love André because he's such a great goalkeeper and we really needed someone new after almost 10 years of Andanovic, who was great, but you know, we need to progress, we need to evolve. And talking about evolution, I want to mention that this role of goalkeeper really changed dramatically in the last decade. It's probably the role that changed the most in football history, because goalkeepers all of a sudden went from having to be very good in the goal, and yes, sometimes out of the goal but with their hands, to having to be very good with their feet. And I have to say that in this territory, foot-wise, André Onana is amazing. I love the way he shoots the ball, and I love the posture of his body while he's doing that, because he's very elegant. So I like to think also because of the way that he plays on the pitch and his attitude, smiling, interacting with people and being very easygoing and down to earth, I look at him almost as a Walter Zenga 2.0. Valterone is not easy to equal you, but that's my hope, at least. And Onana's nickname is Tiramolla. This word will say nothing to most of you because Tiramolla is actually, Tiramolla, by the way, literally means pull, let go. Pull, let go. Tiramolla is a comic book, is a comic characters from the 50s, and he is Italian, so that's why you haven't heard about him, probably. The quality of this character is that he is capable of taking any shape he wants because he's very flexible, and he's capable of grabbing everything he wants. As a matter of fact, the slogan, the payoff of Tiramolla is, are you ready? Mi chiamo Tiramolla e son figlio della gomma e della colla, which means literally, my name is Tiramolla and I'm a son of rubber and glue, because of these qualities that he has. So I like this similitude and I like this nickname because, first of all, Tiramolla has a black body, just like our André. Secondly, he has huge hands. If you look at this character, it almost looks like he's wearing goalkeeper gloves already. So that's the other similitude. And elegance. The bow tie that Tiramolla has, for me, represents the elegance that Onana has, not so much when he's saving balls and saving shots, because honestly he's pretty goofy sometimes in the way that he moves. He's not a classic goalkeeper, but elegance because of the way he shoots the ball. He's just capable of making these 50-60 meters shots that look like a very natural move for him, not this sort of hammering that some players look like when they're shooting. He is very calm even in the shooting. A little bit about the story of our André. He, of course, was born in Cameroon, and he started to play in Eto'o's academy. That's a nice fact to talk about, our great Samuel Eto'o. And he started playing there, and when he was 13 years old, Eto'o supported him and almost helped to sell him to Barcelona, where he spent 5 years, before then heading to Ajax. I saw an interview of Onana actually, and I was shocked and impressed by the difference between how he is perceived and how he is. Because although, as we said, he's perceived as a little bit of a buffoon, of a clown when he's playing, you know, very much smiling, almost looking not concentrated, but instead he's a very posed person, very wise for his age. He already has a 2-year-old son who he called André Jr. Funny fact also, because honestly that's kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't call my son with my name, but I respect that because it's about tradition. And anyway, he was in this interview very serious as well when he was talking about soccer, and very much related to his roots. I was impressed by the fact that he said that when he was a kid, he wasn't dreaming about playing in the Camp Nou in Barcelona or in San Siro. No, his dream was to play in the Stade Amadou Ahidjo in Yaoundé in Cameroon. And this tells a lot about the relationship between André and his homeland. And one aspect that I want to underline is that when Onana arrived to Inter, we almost had the perception that he was not ready, he was not old enough, he was not experienced enough to be a goalkeeper at Inter. But we are forgetting that this player not only has a big number of Champions League presence, but he was nominated in 2019 in the goalkeeper section for the Golden Ball. Can you imagine? So there's really a mismatch between the experience that we think Onana has and the experience that Onana has. Also, living abroad for so many years, can you imagine how this shaped him as a person? Because he went alone from Cameroon to Barcelona, and you know, that takes personality, that takes passion and balls. Anyway, we all also know about the problem that Onana had a year ago with doping. He was disqualified for 1 year, that then became 9 months. Thankfully, it was proven that it was not because of his fault, because the reason why he was disqualified is that his wife, because she was pregnant, was prescribed medicine that contained this substance called furosemide, which created the problem of doping. So basically he got this substance from his wife, and that's why his banning period was reduced from 1 year to 9 months. And that's all for our André Onana Tiramolla. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Please leave a comment, punch the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe. This is very important for me. And we'll see you at the next episode of My Inter Nicknames. Thanks again so much, and see you soon. As always, Forza Magica Inter.